Hi everyone, Luke and I are here today as we have just tried two amazing Beaujolais with a little bit of extra age. One of our newer suppliers came to us with a really exciting small parcel, 6 cases of each of two Beaujolais. They knew how much we loved them and how much you guys love them here in Summertown, and we tried them and they were stunning. So they're going to arrive any day now in store, and we can't wait to share them with you.
So a little bit about the producer. So he's called Franck Bessone, and the domaine's called Domaine du Granit, so sort of touching on the granitic soils that are so common in the Beaujolais. And we've got one from Moulin-à-Vent, sort of one of the most structured examples of Beaujolais that you can get, a wine that you can definitely put away for many, many years. And then the Fleurie, which is a great introduction to the wines of Beaujolais. I think Graeme will talk us through the Fleurie a little bit, and then I'll continue with the Moulin-à-Vent.
So yeah, here we've got the Domaine du Granit Fleurie Legaron VA 2015. So a couple of things that stand out there. VA stands for old vines. Can at times be a slightly misleading term because there's not actually sort of rules and regulations as to what old vines mean. And of course to one person, an old vine could be 5 years or 10 years. Here, we truly are in old vine territory. So we're looking at vines here planted in the late 60s. So we are sort of 45, getting on for 50 years old for most of these vines. And just like with the Moulin, it produces the most incredible, intense fruit, which is ultimately gonna give us the structure for these wines to age. I love Fleurie in general. I think it's a really approachable style of Beaujolais. You get some really nice fresh fruit character, red berries, red currant, strawberry. But I think what struck us all about this when we first sniffed it and we first tasted it was actually there's more than just the fruit there. It's developing all of those sort of slightly secondary and tertiary characters, isn't it? And it's drinking incredibly well now. For me, the sort of thing I would say about this though, and I've said to the guys here, it's silky smooth. Like the smoothness, the ease of drinking that is incredible. And that is a wine of serious quality and of class. And I think any one of us who's a favour of lighter, who really enjoys lighter bodied wines should really enjoy this. It's got mass appeal. I think it would be beautiful on a nice summer's day like we've got today, the sun shining through. Yeah, $19.99 on the shelf, and yeah, it won't be here long. So if you want to give it a go, get in touch with us as soon as you can.
And the Moulin-à-Vent, again, old vines from a vineyard called La Rochelle. And Moulin-à-Vent can almost be treated as an outlier in the Beaujolais cruise because it does produce such sort of intense, deeply dark fruited Beaujolais, and they do have a real tannic sort of backbone to them. What that means, I think, is for those people who might sometimes overlook Beaujolais because it produces generally lighter styles of wines, this is the one that you want to try and to sort of show you the other side of Beaujolais. You know, on the nose, it's not just red fruit, you get sort of black plum and blackberry almost, and almost suggests a bit more like the flavours you might associate with Northern Rhone Syrah. Now, across the board in both of these, no new oak, but mostly vinified in concrete. Gamay doesn't typically work well with those sort of vanilla aromas, but then they have seen a little bit of old oak aging, and I think that just coaxes out some of those sort of nicely tertiary aromas that you'll come to see as they age a bit more. But yeah, on the palate, it's full, it's rich, it's ripe, but it's not jammy. And then yeah, that acidity is still there, and the tannins just keep everything sort of in check.
I think, you know, whereas the Fleurie drinking beautifully now, it's right in its peak window, this is one to drink. The Moulin-à-Vent, you almost want to grab a couple because it tastes great now, but it could get older, and it evokes memories. If any of you remember our small parcel of 05 Morgon when we opened, it's got the potential to age for a lot longer. And those vines they're 70 years old, aren't they? So it's even older vine, and yeah, it's an amazing little parcel of wine. So $24.99 for the Moulin-à-Vent, $19.99 for the Fleurie. Yeah, give them a go. You won't be disappointed. They're amazing wines. Cheers.
Cheers.